Hey, what is up, y'all? Sparky Marky Mark here, my spookies and peeps of the world. I'm back and I'm here to do a different review. But before we get to this, I want to share off some little details what I didn't tell you about uh, Halloween Season of the Witch. I left out some details. So the story revolved around children that what would happen to them when they're wearing the silver shamrock masks designed by an evil Irish warlock named Conall Cochrane, played by Dan O'Hurley. And he, of course, it would be 5 years when we see him in RoboCop. But he played the villain and he makes a mask in a conspiracy making kids' head melt and while bugs and snakes come out of their head when they're exposed to the jingle commercial, the Silver Shamrock Halloween commercial music. So yeah, but like I said, it's a good Halloween film, but not as part of the franchise. Good for being a standalone horror movie. That's it. So let's get down to this. This is for Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Here's the poster artwork in the USA. Here's the still, the shape, not from the movie though. And this was behind the scenes photo. Here's the scene in Halloween 4 where Michael, in a hospital gown and a gauze mask because he'd been burned and shot in the face from the previous film, which was Halloween 2. And of course, you see Michael in there in the gas station mechanic's garage with a crowbar-like pole ready to kill a mechanic for his coveralls. There you see Michael stealing the tow truck, bursting through the garage while Dr. Loomis is shooting at him. And of course, Michael driving the tow truck ready to blow up the gas tanks. And of course, you see Michael in the mask. And here's the French poster for Halloween 4, which was released in 1990. And then you have a different artwork, which was this year's artwork for Halloween 4. But it's a different art, of course. But it is Halloween 4 mask. So let's get back to the mask, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back. Come on, come on. So, the rights, of course, after Halloween Season of the Witch was a non-responsive kind of movie. The rights were reverted from Universal Studios back to Compass International, to the rights holders. And there were some deals and such, and the rights got to the distribution company called Trancas International, and Mustafa Akkad was back as producer, and his son Malik Akkad is producing the film right out of high school. Even though Halloween 3 was his first Halloween, working as a young assistant back then, back when he was in high school. So here's the tagline for the film. 10 years ago, he changed the face of Halloween. Tonight, he's back. Drink a little bit of H2O, ladies and germs. So, also, it goes back to the basics of the original Halloween, Michael Myers and Haddonfield. It works. And we got new characters, and we got Michael. Make the characters go out of the environment and create a journey for Michael that is composable in its own unique sci-fi kind of way. So yeah, and of course and they got lucky to pick a good director, Dwight H. Little, and his writing best friend, Ellen B. McElroy. So yeah, to do Halloween and such, and of course they had to be writing the script because apparently there were other scripts that did not work properly, and so in about 11 days or 2 weeks there was going to be a writer's strike. So both Dwight and him had to write both the script and come up with the story, and they talked about the idea for the project, wrote the script and the story, got into them like hours before the writers went on strike. Excuse me, folks. So they have everything and set the location, and they found it, and they did the location and shot the film at Salt Lake City, Utah. Perfect environment, make it look like the Midwest. Definitely they found their Haddonfield there. And of course, came time to pick the right girls for the film, in which Michael Myers is going to be focusing on a new victim, a new target for him to get. And so, and of course, Michael's been in a coma for 4 years at Richmond Federal, waiting for the right time to get out. Until, of course, he gets to be transported back to Smith's Grove on a stormy night on October 30th, and then next thing you know, he finds out he has a niece, and he knows that his sister Lori has been killed. Oh well. And the next thing, of course, is he wakes up, kills the 4 people in the ambulance, and then takes a walk down to the mechanics until Dr. Loomis knows that they let them take it out of here. And Dr. Loomis was in police until he gets a phone call that Michael has escaped. Well, he's not human no more. The human half died years ago, and now he has to track him down and go on the hunt. So me and Halloween 4, we go way, way, way back. And this was a freshman year. Not freshman year, heck. This was during junior high, around 6th grade. And I was channel surfing one day, and I noticed there was a commercial on AMC channel for Halloween 4 and 5. And that, they mentioned that there was the commercial ad for Halloween 4 and 5. And okay, let's see it. And I saw the film from beginning to end, and I was blown away. Literally blown away from this. And yo, it is worth watching it. And I saw it, and I was pleased with it. And the 5th one, awesome. But we're talking about number 4 now. And what do we have here? Just to be clear, this is the DV Max edition from Anchor Bay, but I got a feeling that now Anchor Bay is no longer in business because due to the fact that now I don't know which company has the rights. Blu-rays are still cheap, so is DVD, but I don't even know when. I mean, there is the tin case, but it's limited to 30,000. No, actually 40,000. While Halloween 5 only got what's the word for it? 15,000, because it got less liked because due to the fact it got a little how do you call it? Little love and hate because due to the fact, again, the film was rushed into production after Halloween 4 was completed. So yeah, it is what it is. This is what we get in return. And we got the conventional panels of 4/5, which is about maybe 20 and 15 minutes long feature. Not a feature. And here you have the making of Halloween 4, the final cut, which of course is about 16 minutes and 49 seconds feature with interviews with Danielle Harris, director Dwight H. Little, and Paul Freeman, the producer, writer Ellen B. McElroy, and actress Danielle Harris and Ellie Cornell, and who else is interviewed? Oh yeah, the stuntman actor George P. Wilbur, and then who else? Oh yeah, composer Alan Howarth is interviewed, of course, and everything. So yeah, we got it back, and of course, Dr. Loomis calls Michael Myers, calls evil on 2 legs would not die. Yeah, talking about an evil on 2 legs. No lie about that there. So, again, as you saw in my previous video, I always put this on my paper sleeves on my DVDs. And plus you have audio commentaries with the actresses Danielle Harris and Ellie Cornell. And that's all you have to know about it. Again, the interview from this is 2000. And again, I was about 9 when this was out. Or I don't even know what year this DVD edition came out, but I know the documentary was in 2000. And and also over the years, I had a crush on the actress Danielle Harris, who played Jamie Lloyd in Halloween 4. Really, and she was how you coined the very young scream queen of the 80s. And then, of course, wanted to go to horror conventions as a youngster and such. But again, again, some conventions happen in New Jersey and California, maybe Vegas or Texas, anywhere in the States. Here, rarely, and Vice City. Very, very rarely that ever happens. Next thing, of course, is, what else? And of course, I have the Scream Factory Blu-ray, but this is from the limited edition box set. And what you're looking at here, holy shamoly, that's an autograph signed by Jamie herself, Danielle Harris. Oh my God! Oh, my first time attending a convention, a horror convention, was, like you've heard the story, in December of 2016, and I was becoming big thrill on going to the convention. Originally, I was supposed to be going there for October, but due to Hurricane Matthew, the schedule changed, and among other things, and very bummer I won't get to go. I couldn't go, but then I heard that they rescheduled it for December, and very rare it's supposed to happen in December. I don't like the work. I don't like the music from Blink-182. "Missing You" with the song. One of the lyrics says "Halloween on Christmas." I don't want to think about that. But I met the Scream Queen herself, Danielle Harris, and I did took a selfie with her, but she was sitting at because she was pregnant at the time when I first met her because oh well. But the next time I'm seeing her, I'm gonna take a selfie with her, but this time standing because again, I became huge on her. In a future video, I'm gonna talk about another movie that's different and of a genre that she is in, but not right now. So yeah, I met her and I got an autograph from her, which I believe I'm gonna show it to you in a moment or later, of course, or in a future video. But I got an autograph from her. I got her to sign this edition. So, and let's talk about the special features from the Scream Factory, but it's not in here. It's in the bonus disc of the Rob Zombie Halloween 2, but it's the bonus disc, not the one with special features, of course. The special feature, of course, has the Back to Basics, the making of Halloween 4. It is a 47. It's a two-part documentary, 47 minutes and 48 seconds feature length. Interviews with Ella Cornell, Danielle Harris, and of course, many fans are familiar with Halloween 4. There are two guys playing Michael Myers. I'll get to that in a few seconds. You have from the writer-director Ellen B. McElroy, Dwight H. Little, Paul Freeman, archival interview with Mustafa Akkad, who is no longer with us, but God rest his soul. And then they also pay a little contribution tribute talking about Donald Pleasance, Dr. Sam Loomis, and you also have interviews from other actors in the film, including the kid who was Little Michael, and you're gonna hear him say there are some scenes that he's in the movie, little bits of it, and of course, he talks about playing young Michael, a little version in the mirror, and then of course talk about other things, especially the energy work, and there were some problem with the masks because if you've heard about this. In a scene in the elementary school that they talk about the mask, of course, when one of the makeup artists who works for the movie, that they needed the mask to be white, and it had to be a William Shatner mask, pink mask with white hair, but they demanded it to be white mask, brown hair. But he didn't see those masks until they got on set, and he opened the box. All 6 of them were pink with white hair. Oh no. Some people were complaining, what is this, a troll movie or something? Change it. And it had to be white with white mask, brown hair. That's what it's supposed to be. It's the textures of the mask. Then the next, of course, is for the two. There were two guys playing Michael Myers, by the way. The activity of Michael Myers was required through Fred Lerner, the stunt coordinator of the film, who was a member of the Stuntman Association of America. Contacted him, got the gig, contacted Tom, and he got the gig and saying, would you like to try it out? So yeah, he had a discussion with the director and wanted to take reactions. So yeah, he did. And first time at the gas station when Dr. Loomis shoots Michael, falls down, hits him place, and yank him on the side. I don't even know if it did work well in dailies or not. And then there were arguments with the mask to make the eye holes a little bigger because, again, the glue would be fresh and the stuntman underneath it would faint. So they had to decide to fire him on the spot, and they did hire the makeup artist back, of course. But then Tom Morga got replaced by George P. Wilbur. So yeah, oftentimes many fans would ask what scene is he in the movie, since he shared the movie with actor George P. Wilbur. I'm just gonna say a little bit of it, but like I said, I'm gonna leave the link down in the description box underneath the video. I'm gonna leave it in the description box down below for the making of course. And then also, Mustafa Akkad picked George P. Wilbur because of his own walk. He has a style Wilbur walk, is what he's prefer or known as. All right, because that's what he is to the producer, this walk. And even Danielle Harris says that all the stunt guys playing these big bad villains are actually the nicest guys in the world. Wow. And of course, then of course they all talk about the scenes, and especially there were some problems with one of the masks that they accidentally picked. I mean, they were shooting it very late. And then there was additional photography, which they forgot to add what happened to the people in the ambulance, and they also talk about other things. And there was originally a scene where the Sheriff Meeker fights Michael in the basement, and the furnace gets thrown over, fire starts, Sheriff Meeker dies. They're on the roof. Michael Myers is on the roof with them, and it would have been seeing fire underneath their feet. But again, that would have cost additional $3 million to the budget. So yeah, they just decided not to do it. And of course, another scene is where Jamie's underneath the desk and Michael pulls over the chairs or the tables, but that they didn't do it because they didn't have enough time. So they added that 10 years later in Halloween H2O, thanks to Mustafa Akkad. And of course, Mustafa Akkad and the director Dwight H. got along very well during the making of, including Donald Pleasence using all his energy. They had to be very careful with him because, again, he was old at that time. And there was some problem with burn makeup. It's very difficult, of course. Even in the dailies, talking that it's difficult to see burn makeup on him, and it looked like an egg. They started redesigning until somebody in the editing room made a little mistake. But all in all, it was good. So yeah, this is a must among people. Halloween 4 rules. And I got to meet a Scream Queen. Very cool, very cool. So, anyway, enjoy October, be safe, and watch out for the Booger Man. Signing off, y'all.